Oh, wait.
A 3.
A 2.
A 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Read This, Read That. I am Jackie Reed.
I'm Joyanne Reed, and I don't have my... Camille put my @ thing under my name.
Camille be ready. She be like, I'm rolling the open.
Yeah, she's like, I'm rolling the open. Bye, y'all. Put my @ under my name. I feel naked without it.
All right, here we go.
The hell up. Here we go.
Add it so our names look even. I want equality.
At Joyanne or at Ann Reed. Hey, everybody.
Put my name too. I want mine as. Thank you, Camille.
Your microphone, and Camille, tell me if it's just me. Joyanne is overmodulated.
Oh. How's it now? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
It's okay. It's something off about it. I mean, we can still hear you, but the closer you are, the more it's distorted a little bit.
Oh.
Family, cousins, y'all hear that? Just a little bit. Hey, Sora's reading. Hey, Sora. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. This is the family chat. That's right. Okay, you guys. So announcements for today, church announcements, family announcements. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment over on our YouTube channel. Big hello and hugs to our Facebook family joining us for the second time. This is the second time we're going live on Facebook. So now we're on YouTube and Facebook. And on Thursdays, if you want to sit and listen to the show in its entirety, you can do that wherever you listen to podcasts. We are there yet. We don't have video on the audio portion of it, but Apple, all those things, you can find us there. So be sure and do that. And we do want to say, we do have our wonderful membership community. We had a great book club meeting last week. Didn't we, Joyanne?
We did.
It was.
My microphone is overmodulating, so I don't want to get too close. Is it better?
We did. No, it's better. I could tell you were trying not to talk a lot. That's why I had to.
I am, and my Invisalign's hurting. It hurt.
Why did you put it in right before you had to talk?
I don't know. I don't like it. It hurt. Scratching against my cheek, and it's like really hurting me.
Oh my God!
I always do the new one on Tuesday, so it's when they're brand new and they haven't settled down. This one, for some reason, is like it's like rubbing on my cheek and it hurts.
Let me see. What do we call Kermit? What's your little tooth down here?
Bob.
Yes, girl, that's such a difference.
Bob is not up and now he's low. Like he went down low.
Was he up before?
He was up. Like he used to stick up, and now he's low. Like he's like down. Like he feels sad. Like he's like, y'all, they want me to be up high, so now I decided I just go bow down low.
I'll be down here like I'm low. Get low, get low, get low.
He's like, I'm low now. Y'all didn't want me to be visible, and now I'm not.
So how do they work that? Somebody said Baby Bob. Leslie Young said Baby Bob now.
Baby Bob, he little Bobby. He Bobby now. Bobby. Baby Bob is, but he hurt. Let's side bit. It's hurting.
But it's because it's moving. So they're probably going to part this and lift Bob up.
Right. It's got to part and lift, and it's got to lift him up. Now he went too low. Now he got to lift. It's a lot.
It is a lot. But I was saying about our membership community, Book Babes. We had a great book club meeting last night with author Kennedy Ryan. Yes, the book Real. Y'all, if you have not read it, it is amazing. If you don't have it in your hands, go to our shop and you can buy it and her other books and the other books that we've had in our book club all along. Somebody said Joy's having an ADHD day. We're both having an ADHD day. That's for sure. That's so true. But then we also have our editorial board that meets on Mondays. We had a great editorial board meeting tomorrow. That organization, or that group rather, I should say, helps us decide on the content of the show, the direction of read this, read that when it comes to our logos and colors and merch and all the things. they're involved in a lot of that. And then we have our cousin nation, who we are going to start doing, aside from you all getting the other perks that you get, we're going to start having live shows once a month, for you all to for everybody to participate in, but particularly our cousin nation. So with that, we are into the show. And Joyanne, I cannot wait to hear your wind down, because you were going to do one thing, which I was excited to hear, but now you have something completely different. So take it away. What are you drinking?
So today I'm actually drinking alcohol. And you'll see why in a moment. I am drinking Moet Imperial Rosé. No, Moet Ice Imperial Rosé. That's my new favorite thing, is Ice Imperial Rosé. And it's got 2 maraschino cherries in it, but it's like a really good brand of cherry, not the cheapy ones, the really expensive maraschino cherries. I needed it today, y'all. I needed it.
Okay.
Because, well, I also needed it because of what you were going through. I was like, I got to drink now after this day that you were having. But no, but so here's my wind up. I was going to talk about the fact that I covered that myself and the Joy Reid Show team, we got to cover the Knicks Keys to the City ceremony and parade. It was the first ever ticker tape parade for the New York Knicks. They've actually never had a ticker tape parade in New York, because when they won the NBA championships in 1970 and 1973, they didn't get a parade. So they decided to do a parade down the hall at they call it the Wall of Heroes. And it was like, it's really by Wall Street, which is not a great place to have a parade. It was a complete shit show of epic proportions. I was un poquitito late. I wasn't really late, but I had to do the start of our book babes in the car, which Jackie got at me for. And I was supposed to be back early. I had 2 hours to get home, but that was going to be my wind down of how long it took me to make it from the parade back to Harlem to do the book babes. But instead, my wind down was overtaken today by events which are causing me to drink. So, we have to take care of ourselves when we're 40 plus, especially when we're 50 plus, which I am. And so I went in today to get my mammogram, and I was doing a mammogram and an extra sonogram because I have very lumpy, my little size A cups are very lumpy bumpy. So I get very nervous if I feel any kind of lumps at all. I'm like, it's not enough for me to get a mammogram. I got to squeeze my little negative A's into a mammogram. And then also I do a sonogram just to buttress it and make sure that I'm good. So I go in to do that. When you go in to get a mammogram, as you all know, you have to fill in your paperwork. First of all, when I'm on my way to go get the mammogram, there's one exit that you have to come off to where the mammogram place is. They close the damn exit. So I'm about to be on time, and then I had to go loop around because they closed the damn exit. Then I went to the wrong place twice because it was supposed to be in one building, but I was in the other neighboring building where I normally go to get my mammograms. I'm like, what the hell? Go to the first place, wrong place. Go to the second place, wrong place. They send me across the way, go to the third place. I'm in the right place. So, you have to fill out the stuff. So now I'm like 5 minutes late, and I was trying to be on time. Like normally I'm a late person, but I would have been 10 minutes early had they not closed the exit and had I not gone to the wrong place twice. Right. So I get in there, I'm a little stressed, but I'm like, okay, but stress can do things to your body. You never know. Right.
Yes.
So I fill out all the forms. And one of the things that you have to fill out when you go get your mammogram, because I had not had a mammogram at this particular facility before, because remember, I'd had it at place number 1. They were like, no, you have an appointment here. Went to place number 2. They're like, no, you don't have an appointment here. They sent me to place number 3 where I had not been before. So I had to fill out the intake form. One of the questions on the form is, when was your last period? My last period was, to my knowledge, in February of 2025, which is why I was talking about I'm in perimenopause, because, you have to be like, I think it's like 18 months with no period before they say you're officially in menopause. So I keep saying I'm in peri because it's been about a little over a year. It's been almost a year and a half. Like I'm getting close to the point where I'm like, oh, good. I'm never going to have a period again. I don't restock pads. I don't, my daughter recently had her cycle and she was like, do you have any pads? I was like, nah, girl, I ain't had no period in over a year. I ain't got no pads. You better go to the store.
Ask Donald Trump. He's got pads.
He got them for his eye. He got them for his ear. When they pretend like they shoot him in the ear, he has to put the pads on the ear. I don't have nothing. And so I'm thinking, I fill it out. Didn't even think twice about it. So I'm about to go in, put my clothes in the locker, put on my little gown. And I'm like, ooh, I gotta pee. So I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, where's the restroom? She was like, that way. So I go in to pee. Guess what I had?
Aunt Flo?
Listen.
That bitch is back.
I was like, hell to the no. I was like, it is no motherfucking way that I have my period. There is zero chance, zero chance that this cannot be happening. Even though I'm seeing it happen, sorry, TMI, I'm looking in the toilet and I'm like,
oh my God.
Oh, hell no. Bitch, I got my damn period. I'm like, what the hell, Beyonce?
Oh my
So I was like, this is crazy. I had to go back out randomly looking for the lady who took my intake form because they took the form from me and I said on there my last period was like over a year ago. And I'm like, I'm looking for the lady, can't find her. See another lady sitting in the office who is sitting there eating her lunch. Like she's busy. But I'm like, I got to interrupt this lady. I'm like, excuse me. Have you seen the lady who took my form? I got to make a very important change to my form.
Yeah.
I said, because I put on there, I did not have my cycle, but I just got it just a second ago. And she's like, well, she had long hair or short hair? I was like, long hair. She's like, let me go get her. Cause yeah, you need to change that form. So she goes and finds a lady. They changed my form. And I said to her, I'm like, how is this even possible? I mean, this is a lady who's going to do my mammogram. It's not like she's an expert in periods, but I was like, this is crazy. I am fully out. I was thinking I could start checking menopause on the forms. I thought I was free. Girl, I was like, give us free. I felt like I was like halfway off the plantation, halfway to Ohio, and the slave catcher caught me. I'm like, what the heck, girl? She's like, I hate to tell you, but she said, you people have their period into their 60s. She's like, some people have it it's just different. Women are different.
Yeah.
I was like, white lady, you just did not make me feel better. You made me feel worse.
Wow.
I cannot believe. So yes, my wind down is the reason I'm now drinking is because now the low key cramps are kicking in. And so I usually when I get my period, I have to drink and it can't be faux alcohol. I need the real shit.
Oh my God.
To stop the freaking cramps. I have my period. That's my wind down. God damn it.
Oh my God. Look at your text. I sent you a text. Look at that real quick. I can't tell if I'm right or wrong, but I might be right or wrong.
I'm so mad about it, y'all.
That is crazy. Aunt Flo is back. Gail says, Joy, make sure you see your OBGYN right away to make sure nothing else is going on. Well, that's true. Bonita Pajarita, if I said that right, says
Bonita Pajarita. And by the way, no, Jackie just texted me, and yes, let me tell you, do you see this little bit here? And I should have known something was going on. This is my B glass.
No, it's my B glass. Who broke it?
I don't know, but this should have been a sign. Last night, this should have been the sign that some shit was going on. Last night, I went to go and have my little, I haven't been drinking. I've literally been drinking non-alcohol beverages only. I got back from Harlem, back from New York 2 days ago, and suddenly I'm like craving alcohol again. And now I should have known that's what was coming. That I'm starting to suddenly like, oh, I need a drink. And so Wanji came with us, Wanji and Winnie. I'm like sucking down we finished a whole bottle of champagne, and I should have thought about it when I went to go get my Bumblebee glass, my Busy Bee glass, which Jackie wants to steal. I guess she don't want to steal it now.
No.
The bee was sitting on the counter, separated from the glass. The bee fell off the glass, and here's like the little sticky. My bee glass broke.
Did you put it in the dishwasher?
I wasn't here. Mr. Jason Reed put my bee glass in the dishwasher and broke my bee glass. He was the only one home. The girl, I wouldn't know. I wasn't here using my bee glass. So my husband broke my bee glass.
See, if I had taken, I should have taken it with me when I was there, and it would still be intact.
So yes, I should have known when the bumblebee died, when the bumblebee fell off the glass. I should have known that was a sign that my period was coming roaring back like the busy bee that it is.
Well, I can tell you, I I hate that for you, but I'm glad. I thought you were going to say something was wrong when you got your mammogram, but those results don't come right away. So you needed time to get those results. So
No, I already got the results. They already sent it back. The lady, first of all,
oh,
the lady was a fan. You would have hated that. She was super sweet. She did not ask for a selfie, thank God. It's the doctor who came in was black, so the two white ladies were just completely, if they were like, I don't know who the hell you are, so it'll be good. And then when she came in, the lady, they were like, who that? They probably, the two white ladies were probably like, who is this lady? I have no idea. The black lady knew who was the boss.
Girl, white ladies know too. Like, don't act like white people don't know you.
They didn't say nothing. But the bottom line being, she gave me, she said she looked at the results right then and there. She read them for me immediately. She's the radiologist. She read them immediately. And then they just sent me the David ain't fair. They already sent me my results. David ain't fair.
Good.
Yeah, they texted me my results. I got them.
Gears Moore said, Jackie, fix your face.
I'm so mad, y'all. I promise you, this bitch was supposed to be gone. I thought we funeralized this lady and she come back out the grave. The period is supposed to be funeralized. It's supposed to be dead. I'm supposed to be free and in menopause. Britt, where is my damn menopause? Give me my menopause. I demand my menopause. I demand it.
My period came in like a lion and it left like a lion. When I was in high school and I was so skinny, girl, I bled through I had such heavy endometriosis. And so when it first started, I just stained everything.
First of all, Jackie,
when I got back to first grade, when my clothes, I had hand-me-downs, they were too big for me. So my mom used to pin them. And then when I would go to the bathroom, I couldn't get the pin loose, girl. And how many times my mom would come and pick me up sitting on a radiator in the principal's office because I had little wet pants.
Girl, the first time I had my period at 13, I bled through my white gym shorts. That's how my period announced itself. Through my white gym shorts. I had a whole red stain in my white. I was thinking I was dying. I felt the worst pain through my abdomen I've ever felt in my life. I had no idea what happened. Went into the bathroom and my whole thing was red. So
I was a gymnast with a leotard on, right?
Oh.
And a cheerleader with the skirt and the little bloomers under, the little panties underneath that we had to wear for that. Fortunately, though, I did not find out. My period didn't start when I was doing either of those things, but it started when I was just walking down the hall in some jeans. And my teacher told me, and girl, I was so skinny. I just
same.
And I just bled right through. And girl. And so I had very heavy periods and very horrific because I have endometriosis. I don't know if it ends once your period ends, but I mean the cramps that I had.
Girl, I used to have to stay home.
I remember crawling down the hall.
Listen,
college because my cramps were so bad. I used to want to just stay home, take Motrin. What was it? Was it Motrin that we took for periods?
I tried Motrin and nothing. Mine were so bad, and I was like you. I was this skinny. I was skinny they used to call me olive oil to make fun of me because I was so skinny. I had no breasts. I was just one long pole. And I was so skinny. So you had to buy like the almost juniors, my shorts. So my shorts were like little tight white shorts, all full of red. Mm-hmm. And my cramps were so bad. I would stay home basically 4 days a month. And everybody just expected me to be gone. They tried Motrin. They tried Pamprin. Remember Pamprin? That didn't work. I tried everything and everything made me nauseous. I would get such bad cramps. I would have pain that would shoot down my thighs, up my back. My doctor said it was a form of shock because I would have so much pain shooting up my back, down my thighs. I could barely sit up. I would lay there crying. My mother tried putting a hot water ball. That didn't work. I would have a heating pad up too high, which was dangerous, and sleep in it. Finally, I called my pediatrician. This is back in the day when you used to know your pediatrician like that. I one time called my pediatrician because I was like, I can't call my mom. I used to miss so much school or be laying in the nurse's office throughout the whole of the day and just crying. Finally, I called my pediatrician and he said, listen, does your mom have a bar? I said, yes. He said, go down. He's like, you can tell your mom I told you to do it. Go get you a little bit of rum, put it in some Coca-Cola because you need to ease that cramp. Just take that and tell your mom I told you to do it. And I 100%. I don't know if that doctor, I mean, he literally and that's what I did all through college. I would have rum and coke. And that's why I drink for it's the only thing that helps.
That's why I drink. If I caught mine early before, like if I got a hint that it was coming with spotting or something, and I took my meds in advance, I could avoid the cramps altogether, but I had to get ahead of it.
Yes.
Girl, and as far as being regular, child, my dates were all over the place.
Oh, me too.
To it at all. But when my period ended, right, it was so heavy. It took me back to that. Like I was at the movie theater, stained up the chair in the movie theater.
Oh my God.
In the car, stained up. Like it was just like everywhere. I was just bleeding so heavily. Ugh. And I didn't know what was going on. And one woman told me at work, she was like, you know what, that happened to me when my period was ending. And I was like, I was just not really paying attention to my body. So I was like, that's not it. But then after that, right after months of that, then it did end. Well, not months of it bleeding continuously, but having heavy periods. And it ended. And girl, I have been done. I have been done. It has not reared its head. And at first, you know what, Joyanne, I felt some kind of way about it ending, like this chapter in my life ending and my youth ending and all that kind of stuff that can go on with a lot of women, not all. But I can tell you right now, girl, I'm so glad that shit is over.
I want it to end with it. I want it over so badly. I cannot tell you how much I need it to end. So now and my mother always would say to me when I was a kid, once you have children, your cramps will go away. That did not happen. When I had the first one, I was like, oh God, the good thing is I will never have pain again. Nope, cramp stayed and came back. With the second one, after the second one, I'm like, okay, maybe they'll end. They did not. They got a little less. Each child, they got a little less, but I still got cramps and I was still getting nausea. I didn't get the pain shooting down my legs or up my back anymore, but I still got nausea, irritability, all the things. And so now and then after the third one and after the last probably 5 years, then the cramps just disappeared really to the point where I didn't know it was coming. And since my period has never been regular, I would just have my period and I didn't have the cramps to tell me it was coming. So now they would just be not a lot of pain, but just a sudden gusher. And I hemorrhage my period because I hemorrhage. Like I don't even just have like trickles. Mine is a hemorrhage. Yeah. It's a hemorrhage. That has not changed. And so right now I'm like a gusher and I'm like, this is crazy. I am supposed to be either spotting at this point or having nothing. And so I will not mourn this bitch when she gone. I might not even funeralize her. She might have to go.
Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe you're pregnant.
Girl, no, hell no. Me and Jason talked about it. I said, maybe the only way I'm gonna have a grandchild is I'm gonna have to give birth to her. I'm gonna have to give birth to my own grandbaby because at this point, apparently I'm fertile myrtle. Fertile myrtle in the house.
Well, make sure you make an appointment at your OBGYN and make sure that that's all that it is. Because we believe for a lot of reasons, it's not always related to the cycle, especially during this time of it ending. It's good to go and check it out.
But she's the one who got me going to this in the first place. My doctor, love her. Remember we talked about this, the favorite OBGYN I've ever had. Black woman, amazing. Got her from Tiffany Cross, actually. Brilliant OBGYN. She's the one who had me doing these tests because I was supposed to be getting on estrogen patches. But since my family has a high likelihood of breast cancer, my mother died of breast cancer, metastatic breast cancer. So I have to be extra careful about taking estrogen. So that's why I went and got this test today to make sure that there was no prevalence, there was no masses or anything, so I could feel free to take the patches. The patches are for menopause, but apparently I'm not in menopause.
Oh my God. Well, it's coming. It's coming. You're right around the corner, girl. Hang in there. You'll be.
I've been right around the corner for like 8 years. Shit.
I mean, listen, it's like somebody was saying that her periods were so heavy she had to use both an ultra tampon and a maxi pad. I never wore a tampon in my life. I was terrified of them. I had a girlfriend before my period, so I had a girlfriend whose tampon got stuck in her, and her brother had to pull it out Like she could not get it out. I was just like,
That remember when I was in high
and toxic
school,
shock syndrome was a
that's
thing
what I was afraid of.
when we were
I heard
young.
about
So
toxic
I
shock
never wore a tampon ever.
on
I
60
always wore
Minutes.
pads. I doubled up on pads sometimes because it was that it's up like there's the
It's sliding up.
here, but then up here for if you sit,
Yes,
I would have to wear one here and one in the back of my
same,
panties just in case I sat back or something. Because goodness
same.
knows, girl, that blood was on the move.
I used to have to wear 2 ultra thick, and then when Always came out with the wings, I would
Uh-huh.
put one with the wings up and one with the wings down so that I could cover
Yeah.
myself because inevitably it would leak all and because it was so much blood. And it's like the toxic shock thing. So I only wore a tampon one time, and this would have been my wind down if we had done a wind down after it. This is when I went on vacation with the machetes, y'all. I went, and every time, the first 2 times we did these vacations, I got my period day 1. And it was because the other women, somebody else was on their period, and anyone who is on their period draws me onto their period. So if I'm around you and you're on yours, even if it's not my time, I get pulled onto your cycle. So whenever my daughter has her period, even if it was in the middle of my 29 days, I would get it just because someone near me had it. Baby, I went there. My dear friend, wonderful friend, Latasha Brown. I hope she don't mind me telling this story. She got on hers and that pulled me onto it. And I was like,
Mhm.
I didn't bring nothing because I'm thinking I promise you, I just had my period 2 weeks earlier. So for the first time in my life, I had to use a tampon and had to be shown how to do it. I had no idea how to even use. I had no idea. That sister had to teach my ass how to use a tampon. I
Baby,
had no idea.
when I tell you, I would never put a tampon in. I would have gotten some toilet paper
Oh,
and
that's what I had. I was using the rolls
PTA.
of toilet, and I was like, it's not enough because I bleed so heavy. I was like, sis,
I would
I was
change
like,
it
do you
every
have
hour. I
anything?
would not put a tampon in my. I cannot do it. I couldn't
No
take
one
it
had
out.
it. And so I was like, does anyone have pads? She was the only one on her period, and she had tampons. She was like, I have tampons. I was like, I don't even know how to
They
use
have
that.
a store.
She
They
We
have
were
like
in
a
the
gift
middle
shop.
of no listen, we rented a house far from civilization. We were in a isolated, beautiful home, but it wasn't near nothing. It was out in the middle of beautiful nowhere. But that was the point, was for us to not be near people. So we were not near nothing. We were not near nothing. So it was like it was sink or swim, fight or flight. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to use this. And that
Girl,
lady had to teach me how to use a freaking tampon for the first time and the only time
baby,
in my
when I
entire life.
tell you, I would have got me a grocery bag to make the back of the pad. I would have figured it out. Because the worst time for me being on my period was when I was asleep. Girl, it would be blood all in the bed
The
because it would
whole
just
girl,
roll. I was
listen, girl.
gushing everywhere.
Dang.
So I
I'm
had
sorry for the TMI, y'all, but me
now,
too.
listen, we women, people have periods. What we talking about? What we the TMI my ass? Girls bleed. That's what happens.
Girl, let me tell you something. The way we
You and
knew
I
that,
would not be here if our mothers did not have their cycles. I mean,
that's true.
let's not be
The,
we ain't gonna be shamed of it now.
I had a cousin, and the way we knew that this boy, this man she was dating was the wrong man for her, he
Mhm.
drove her to our house in Florida. She came to visit us in South Florida when we were living in Pembroke Pines. They came over to visit, and she had her cycle bled in his car. He had cream colored seats in his sports car. She bled through her clothes onto his car. That Negro was so mad and so nasty to her and so angry. We were like, yeah, you got to break up with him. Because that come with the package now. You going to have an accident in your car. And if that happened, you're supposed to be understanding. He was the opposite. And we were like, yeah, we cutting him off. We were like, we barely could stand him and be in our house. We were like, he got to go. Don't
Yeah.
bring him back over here. I said,
That's
if you want to stay with
that's
him,
a
that's on
double
you.
red
But don't bring
flag,
him
as
back
they
over here.
say. That's a double red flag, as they
That's
say.
a red flag.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah, girl. I used to have put towels down and all kinds of stuff when I would
Oh,
go to sleep. It was just, and the
dang.
clothes that I ruined
Listen,
over the
okay,
years.
I gotta ask you this, Jackie. Did you have designated period draws? Because I had to have designated period
Yeah.
draws.
Yeah. And somebody just said in here, you should have worn Depends when you went to bed. I don't know if
I don't know if they
definitely
had
had
them
Depends.
then.
They did. They had them while we were still bleeding. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's not like they just invented them yesterday.
yeah.
They've
I
been
didn't even think
around
of
for.
that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just didn't think of it.
I would
I
lay
wish
towels
I had.
down. I would put, and sometimes, listen what I would do. I would get, because we always have a bag full of plastic bags. You always have a bin of bags. I would
Mhm.
get one of my plastic bags, lay plastic bags down, and then lay a towel on top of it and lay on the towel because I couldn't trust that I was that my double pads were. That's how bad my bleeding was. I had to literally I would put plastic garbage bags, plastic, the
Mhm.
little plastic shopping bags. Then I would lay a towel on it and then sleep on that because it was just that bad.
Yeah, same. Sleep was the worst. Sleep was the
The
worst
worst.
because it was so unpredictable. If I had thought about wearing Depends, I would have
I
worn.
probably would have done it,
Yeah, I definitely
girl.
would have. And girl, try being on your period on a red carpet,
Ooh,
having to wear a dress where you have to wear thongs. Try
ooh,
that when you are
I've
when
been
you're a heavy
there.
bleeder. When you are a heavy bleeder,
I've been
a
there.
thong with a
I've
pad.
been there. And you gotta
Trying to
wedge it. It's gross.
trying to balance a thick pad on a thong.
Girl, I've done it. I've done it. Because you can't have the
Girl.
panty lines in the back. And so then you walking real slow. I used to have to real slow. Girl. I'm
Somebody
telling you, that's why I don't miss. That's why I don't want it.
Marilyn Holmes said, "Hey, you'll know."
Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's a whole different thing when you are a heavy bleeder. It is so
It really. Leslie Young said, "I've been listening while mopping my floor and just nodding my head in agreement to most of what y'all are talking about."
painful. But imagine I'm literally at my mammogram. I don't filled out the form. I have committed to these lovely white ladies that I don't have no period no more. And I had to switch the whole thing up, track down the lady, the lovely nurse,
And now
and
you're going to go through it longer. You're going to, now that it's not over, when it does end, you've got to go through those heavy, if you're like most people, then that's what has to happen. Okay, let me
okay,
get my wind down because
get your wind down in.
we do have guests in 30 minutes
Okay.
and we have topics to get to. So let me just say my wind down. If we get to them, we may just go straight to our guests. We have good guests for today. A very serious topic. Um, so my wind down is just what I dealt with today because I have to say, for those of us who are fortunate enough to see our parents as seniors, it is a wonderful thing, but it is also a very challenging thing, because I'm the daughter, but I'm really the parent when it comes now. And it's like I'm in the shower washing and conditioning my hair. I had so much time, and I get a call from my sister because yes, I do watch my iPad, watch TV and stuff when I'm in the shower. That's how I get it all in. But I'm watching different things. So I'm in the shower and I see the phone and I hit it, soapy hand, and I hit it, and my sister is frantic. She's like, uh, hold on. And I'm like, okay. So I know something's up right away because there's no hello. She's like, hold on a minute. She puts me on hold. Come to find out, she had my mother on the other line. Girl, my mother was up the street from me, but she called my sister first. Up the street from me at a gas station where she stopped to get coffee, and someone there knocked over the coffee pot on her of the hot coffee and burned her legs
Oh,
and down her leg, her thigh, down the leg to her foot. So my sister's like, you gotta go meet her there. I'm like, oh my God. So she's like, go now, go now. So I'm out of the shower. I'm like, girl, I even said, am I putting on underwear or I'm not putting on underwear? I was like, I had conditioner in my hair. I was like, let me just wrap it up. Let me throw on some clothes. And I head to this, it's probably like maybe about 5 to 7 minutes from me. Like it's not far, too far to walk, but not far. So my sister calls me while I'm on my way. I'm like, I'm on my way. I'm almost there. Then my mother calls. I was like, I'm at the light. I can see the gas station. I can see. And she's like, well, I'm in the back of an ambulance now. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. So, and my sister was saying words like blistering. And it's like, I'm like, oh my God, how bad is this? Right. I was under the impression that my mother had been severe, like blistering, 3rd-degree burns. So I get there, she's sitting in the back of the ambulance. They had cut open her pant leg because she was coming back from working out. So they cut open the pant leg and she's sitting there. and they got her strapped into the gurney. They're like, unless she wants to go with you, it's her choice. They were like, I said, well, how bad is it? They said it's first degree. I could not see anything on there but a little bit of redness. She was in really bad pain though. And her blood pressure was elevated because she already has high blood pressure. And a situation like that elevates your blood pressure. So they were monitoring that. But she is fine. She is home now and, watching whatever judge show is right now. But, she has some chicken noodle soup. Like she's good. But we have to monitor it and see, because when you're a senior, your skin is thinner. And so we were just worried about that. So we did go she didn't want to go with the ambulance, but she wanted, when we were leaving, she was like, I don't know, this pain is really severe. So I was like, okay, let's just go to the ER. So then we go to the ER to get her checked out by an actual doctor. Love to my paramedics. I know you all are very skilled, but I just wanted to make sure we were good. So we go, they saw her right away, which was a miracle. So I'm texting Camille. I'm like, okay, I called her and said, like, when I got out of the shower, I was like, just FYI, I don't know what's going to happen here today.
And then Camille, by the way, y'all, Camille then texts the group chat that we have, and all of us start panicking. I start spam calling Jackie. She's not picking up her phone. I'm like, oh my God, my mama in the hospital. Somebody call me. She's not calling me back. I left her a voice message. I'm trying to call you, bitch. Call me back. So that's what's happening in between. This is why I'm drinking. Continue.
I could not answer the phone because I'm telling you, I had to go inside, talk to the people at the place because it was an employee that spilled it on my mom. So I'm like, in case this gets worse, let me, so now I'm a detective and lawyer and all that stuff. So I'm taking pictures of everything just in case. And I asked the ambulance people, the paramedics, I was like, so who pays for this ambulance situation? They were like, well, we have her insurance information. I was like, and they were like, well, the people inside the gas station did call their headquarters. They admitted it was their fault and all the things. The police came and did a police report. Before I got there, the police had gone because my mother called my sister first for some reason. I'm right up the street. I can't. Why did you call Holly, and who lives like 20 minutes away from you? Well, she would know what to do. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
me? Because Holly's older. So let's just give context to mom. Holly's older. So she probably called her first because she went age for right? Like she's older than you.
She's her favorite.
No. And also she knew that if she called you, it would become an entire journalistic enterprise to track down the exact employee, to isolate and listen, because that lawsuit's coming, y'all. I think if Holly, who's more low key, will handle it, it's going to be going one way. But with Jackie Aloysius Reed involved, it's going to go another way. And I think mama know that.
No, she don't know that. She just thinks the older sister is the one with more resources. I'm like, I cover stuff all that. I'm a journalist, for God's sake. I know what to do in these situations.
That's why.
What?
She know what you're going to do with this information.
Girl.
These people about to be, I don't even think this gas station understands what's coming. I think they're going to wish it was Holly dealing with this. As soon as it is Jackie Reed dealing with this, baby, they better just pay in advance. They should just write the check. Listen, gas station.
To make sure my mom was good. I said, okay, I'll be right back.
Write the check.
Go into the thing. I said, who's the manager? I'm the daughter of the woman who was burned here. And he was like me. I was like, okay, what's your name? And I said, where did this happen? Show me, point me to where it happened.
That's why she didn't call you. That's why she didn't call you.
Girl, I was like this.
Yep, that's why she didn't call you. That's why she know her children. She knows her daughters.
I am thorough.
And she knew that this is what you go. I promise you, that gas station, they gonna wish they never even brew coffee. They probably gonna stop brewing coffee. They probably gonna take coffee off the menu. They will never make another cup of coffee again.
Listen, all I need to make sure of is that no bills are coming to us.
That's right, and they shouldn't.
No. You know how much it costs to ride in an ambulance?
Not a lot.
An ambulance.
An ambulance expensive.
Yes, and then we went to the ER and then got
Expensive.
medication on top of that. We didn't feel
Expensive.
none of that. None of it. None of
And
it.
to be honest with you, remember the white lady who got hot coffee spills on her at McDonald's?
McDonald's,
She
yes,
got a multi-million-dollar settlement. This gas station is probably part of a chain. It's probably a
it is.
franchise,
It is.
and they're going to have to pay. I mean, it's unfortunate, and we feel badly for the employee who clearly didn't mean it, but we know this is how liability works. And as soon as an attorney gets involved, their best bet, especially with a journalist involved, they're going to the best thing for them to do is just go ahead and write the check. Just pay.
Leslie Young put dollar signs in the thing.
Pay. A senior citizen got burned
Yeah,
by hot coffee.
I know.
This
Crazy.
is not acceptable. If McDonald's had to pay, this gas station has to pay. This company will have to pay.
Girl, it was a
They
day.
do.
I was
That's a
like, am I
day.
gonna make it onto this show? I was
But then,
waiting.
wait, can I tell y'all? I don't mean to finish your wind down,
Go ahead.
but then I finally get Jackie Reed to pick up the
Wow.
damn phone after spamming her. And she's like, I'm going to make it. And I'm thinking, what? Is mama going to live? And she's like, no, I'm going to make it to the podcast. So I'm like, what, God? It's like, you listen, she dedicated to y'all. When I tell you Jackie Reed dedicated to y'all, she is dedicated, because I was like, maybe we'll have the podcast. I was going to come. I literally was planning to, I called Camille to come on this podcast to tell y'all Jackie had an emergency and just to like chat with y'all and let y'all know we were not having the podcast today. Your sister Sora, cousin friend, she was like, "No, I'm gonna make it." She said, "I'm gonna make it."
She wasn't like didn't need to stay in the hospital, and
Yeah.
it wasn't third degree and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, baby, if that had been happening, we would have been doing the podcast live from the ER, and it would have been a whole investigative report from the ER, because it would have been on and popping. Trust me.
Girl, listen.
Trust me.
I love these Matlocks in here. Jala Ford says, ask for CCTV.
We need the tapes, ma'am. We need the tapes. We gotta have the tapes.
Child, that was
Really
something.
need the tapes.
But they had to give her medication for the pain.
Aww.
You have to watch it to see, because again, with that the thinning of the skin when you get older, you just don't know what underneath could be problematic. So we have to go back in a week, unless there are symptoms, to just have her checked out because she was burned.
Yeah. Oh, Mom.
I know, girl. It was an ordeal. And my mom, child, you think I'm a handful. She's a voyage. I'm telling you, I'm a trip. My mother is a voyage. Oh my God.
Leave her alone. Leave our Delta deer alone.
Mama be ready for a fight. She'd be ready to throw down. She is a North Philly girl. Don't play.
I love it.
I know.
We love Mama Reed. Well, God bless Mama Reed. Please send her all of our love from the chat, from her other daughter here in the DCA. Make sure that she, let her know we all love her. Anything she needs, we got her.
I will let her know. She is, like I said, she's chilling for today. Watching her judge shows or what. There's a whole schedule of what she watches. But she's cool. She's probably asleep. But she came home and had some, like I said, chicken noodle soup, and so she's fine. She's going.
You let her have chicken noodle soup?
I don't decide. Listen, the last person on this earth who will be vegan, or who I will put any effort into trying to make vegan, is Gail Patrick McDougal Reed. Baby, she can eat a whole hog for all I care. Listen, I'm not in it. Listen, I have been cursed out every way from trying to say, well, just taste it. Animals had child. I don't even talk about being vegan in this house. I don't even talk about it, because I will never hear the end of
She said if she get real hungry, she gonna look at Bernie like, he looked like food to me.
Girl, she would. She would. I thought she wanted to kill them cats that were in the car.
She said that thing has 4 legs and a tail. That look like dinner.
Child, my mom, pig's feet, pig's ears, chicken brains. She eats squirrel, deer, everything. She'll eat it. She loves meat. She'll eat it. She ain't got no. And if
no,
she
no
fry,
empathy.
and if it's flour and hot grease around, the first thing she gonna do is fry it.
Fry it.
She gonna fry it up. I ain't got nothing.
She sound like Jason Reed. The only way I can feed him vegan is I gotta sneak it to him. He ain't eating that shit. He ain't eating it.
My mama ain't doing it.
Some people are just meat people. They are meat people.
She is. She is that. My mother is the least healthiest person in my life, and I am not trying to change it. I sit there and watch her eat warm up TV dinners.
Leave her alone.
Highest sodium that is high ass sodium, and she got high blood pressure. Girl, I just
leave her alone.
I'm not fighting. I have tried. I have fought the good fight. She's gonna live as long as she lives. That's where I am. She's gonna live as long as she lives. I hope
leave her alone.
But I
get her that settlement. That could be a world cruise for her. That could be like a fabulous around the world trip for her. Look, she about to get paid.
Girl, listen. I hope she lives to enjoy it with the way she
had us all drinking today.
My go-to when I was a kid was PB&J and chicken noodle soup. They don't go together.
They don't go together, but
go together. That's like spaghetti and fried fish.
I never understood that. Why you eat spaghetti with it?
Understood that. Does anybody here eat that?
People do. It's like a thing instead of rice. I grew up on rice. Like spaghetti to us was like a weird thing because my mom was
spaghetti with marinara sauce.
I've never heard of that. I never understood that. People put spaghetti in ketchup. My younger brother Oren used to do spaghetti. He used to put ketchup on it. I'm like, I don't understand what you're doing. What you doing? What are you doing?
I don't get it. Well, before we get to our first thing, girl, forgive me. I did not think about the fact that we had a little Baskin Lather thing to do.
Oh,
you're so cute. You're like,
oh,
I can't find mine. Wait, where is it? I'm sorry, y'all.
Check your text
today. Thank you.
Check your text.
We know about Baskin Lather. Let's talk about them.
Let's talk about them. Okay, got it. Joanne is like, what is wrong with you?
Looking. Oh no! Why does it not want to work?
Joanne is like, oh, they can see behind the curtain.
They can see behind the curtain. Y'all seeing y'all seeing how the sausage is made. Wow. It doesn't want to work.
Fish totally go together. It's a Midwest thing. It is a Midwest thing.
It's a Midwest thing. It's definitely
saved my life. I do not understand those two things going together, but it is like it's like grits and eggs for the people who eat it. It just goes together for them. That is craziness to me, but those people love it. People love it. Western thing.
People love it. It's a Western thing. People eat, Midwest, spaghetti. Midwest. Well, they put spaghetti where we would put rice.
Not just the noodles, but the marinara too.
Which is crazy to me. But that's like mixing it out.
Like when I say spaghetti, it's like not just the noodles. Right? The whole thing.
The whole thing. It's a thing. It's a thing.
I don't get
But let's talk about our sponsor.
Girl, you ready?
No. But go on. Go on, girl. Listen, we love Baskin Lather. Let's talk about it. Because we both have natural hair.
We do.
And so we got to take care of it.
We do.
And taking care of it is extra work. Like people don't realize when you go natural, they think, oh, that makes your life easier. No, it actually is more work. You have to make sure you use the right products.
Listen,
and you have to use products that are going to keep your hair moist. And for me, in addition to natural, I'm also blonde, which means I need even more moisturizer. So we love Baskin Lather because the products that they created have allowed my hair and Jackie's hair to be moisturized, soft, smooth, silky, and ready to go.
Yeah. And the thing that we love, aside from the fact that these products are amazing, is the fact that this is a Black-owned company. It's a family company that really started this company by trying to solve what was going on with one of the family members' hair at the time. And so they went to the lab in the kitchen and they created different combinations of products to use on the hair to fix different issues that were going on, hair loss, breakage, all the dryness, all the things that so many of us deal with. And that's how Baskin Lather was found. And let's say that if you want to give Baskin Lather a try, just go to baskinlatherco.com. You can see it there on the bottom of your screen. Use the code RTRT for 20% off because we did send you. Hopefully, let them know. Use that code. But go to baskinlatherco.com and use RTRT for 20% off.
Yeah, support a Black woman-owned business that actually provides something that works and helps your hair.
Yeah. Somebody, is it a Marbury bird? A Marbird, AMAR bird 2520. I appreciate these endorsements because then I know what to get. Yes. Darren Johnson said like chicken and waffles, spaghetti and fish. No.
But I mean, chicken and waffles don't sound like it makes sense either till it does, you know?
Yeah, but that makes sense.
Does it?
It does because people eat it. Yeah.
Right, people eat spaghetti and fish.
Not as many. It's a weird thing. I had heard of chicken and waffles a lot more.
Yeah, much more than I heard of. But I've just heard of now a new thing of Black people eating spaghetti instead of rice. It's just a thing. Should we get to a couple of topics before we get to our person, our guest?
Quickly. What do you want to talk about? Because we have so many things to talk about, but we don't have a lot of time.
We don't have a lot of time. Well, I think we should let people know that you should, if you can, keep up on the Carmelo Anthony case. There is an update here that a new set of lawyers has taken over this case. This is the Dallas teenager who was sentenced to 35 years in prison for killing a fellow high school student who he claims he had to defend himself against because he was attacked. And it is one of those cases where this is a young Black boy, a teenage boy, who was not believed when he said that he felt threatened and that he was fearful for his life. And he was sentenced to 35 years. Meanwhile, the murderer of Cyrus Belton, who was a child, a 14-year-old boy, who said he felt threatened by Cyrus Belton, though Cyrus Belton was running from him, running from his store, had his back to him. He shot Cyrus Belton in the back, 14-year-old child, killed him, and this Asian American business owner walked. And so that's causing a lot of anger against Asian American businesses and a lot of anxiety there. So, I think it's important for y'all to keep up with these cases because the dichotomies, and you add to it the little 1-year-old boy in Mississippi who was shot by a police officer over diapers that the mother did not even steal. Even if she had stolen them, shouldn't have been shot, a little kid. There's just a lot of anxiety in the Black community over miscarriages of justice, I'll say.
Yeah.
So those are the things we wanted you all to know. And Freedom Summer is launching. It actually launched this past weekend, Juneteenth weekend. And it's around both voting rights. It's around retaining our right to live in ungerrymandered districts where we still can elect the people of our choosing, and to be able to elect people who can change the laws that have led to cases like these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good stuff. We want to make sure you all need to know. And then quickly, we got a question for you. So everyone has been talking about the death of Clive Davis. How old was he? Was he 100?
94.
94. No, that was
made him 100. He's 94.
No, Alan Greenspan.
Alan Greenspan was near 100. Yeah,
he was 100. But Clive Davis, I mean, listen, he was 90 something. That's close. Close. But he, he was a top music executive. I mean, up until the day he died, I would say, because he's really had his hand. He's always showing up at different things. He had the biggest Grammy party in the world every year. Definitely responsible for careers of Whitney Houston, Angela Bofield. For some time represented her. He did Diddy, Aretha Franklin, Phyllis Hyman, so many people. So BET Awards are this Sunday, And Jermaine Dupri went on social media encouraging and requesting that BET do a tribute to Clive Davis. Well, it'll be interesting to see if they do that. People are like, well, not before Peebo. And so my
Mm.
question to you is, when it is an award show that is by us for us, should we honor non-Black people?
I think in the case of Clive Davis, it would, I think, seem like a dereliction of duty for the BET Awards to not honor him because he had a role in the careers of so many Black artists, major Black artists from Whitney on. It would seem odd to ignore that. I think you have to include him. I think you have to. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you
Yeah.
know, it'd be weird not to. Don't you
Yeah.
think? Even though there were some problematic aspects to his career. I mean, like, Whitney Houston did die in a hotel room while she was headed to his party. He
And they
didn't do
still had
anything.
the party
They
now.
still had the party,
They
and
knew
he
she was
never
dead, and I believe, and they still had the party in the
they
same
did.
hotel where she died. And that was the
Yes.
Clive. Yeah, some people were upset about that. Some people were, I've heard reports, I don't know this to be fact, that he had a hand in convincing Aretha Franklin not to own her music. He represented Phyllis Hyman, who had some issues and then committed suicide. I listen, I don't
Look,
want to
the
vilify
music industry
him.
the music industry is terrible. The music industry is basically the most
Uh,
gangster, anti-artist industry of all the industries. It's the worst. It's the most toxic. It's the most corrupt. The artists make the least money. Look, Prince, Michael Jackson all had to fight these record companies over their royalties, over ownership of their music. What's her name? Taylor Swift had to fight over the ownership of her masters.
yeah,
It's a terrible industry. And
it is.
so there's a lot you can say negative about him. And you can also say he saw all these people. Janis Joplin was with him, died of a drug addiction. Whitney Houston was with him, died of a drug addiction. He never did anything to intervene in these people's drug use. And so there are things you can say negative about him as well. But in this case, the question is the BET Awards and the purpose of them. He was very involved in Black music. It would be hard for them to ignore it. I think they kind of have to, I think,
It's not the
acknowledge it.
first time, right? They've honored, Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
Different artists over the years have been honored at the BET Awards, but I don't know if it should be that. I think it should be. I think that other races, particularly white people, have an opportunity in so many spaces to win awards. I don't think if it's like a best new artist, right, that a white person should be, and this has happened, should win that award when they have all these other spaces where they dominate. We don't, right? This is
Yeah.
where we should celebrate our own. And it's no disrespect to what he meant to Black music and what he did, but Clive Davis will be honored at the Oscars, the Academy, the Golden Globes, the Grammys, everywhere. And it's, we want to make sure that we have room for us. I just, it's just, to me, I don't think it should be. I think, and no disrespect to him and what he meant to the industry, but I feel like when it comes to us having our own little celebrating Black culture, we should be uplifting Black people. They got everything else. It's the reason why we have to do these segregated things.
Well,
That's
I mean, if you think about the executives who were the most influential on Black music, you got Berry Gordy, the president of Motown. You
Mhm.
got what was the gentleman's name from Harlem?
Who?
Menopause brain. Even though I don't really have menopause at my fucking period. What's his name? The guy who was everybody he was come on y'all, say it in the chat. The
Yeah,
older man who they did a whole documentary about him, that he was everybody
musicians?
he was the godfather.
Who?
Clarence Avant. Clarence Avant.
Of
So you
course,
got
he was in LA.
Clarence Avant, you got, you got Berry Gordy, and you got Clive Davis. Like, these are three of the biggest executives when it comes to Black music. And you think about Arista Records and the
Right.
fact that it touched all of Black music from hip hop to the Whitney Houstons of the world to the Aretha Franklins, who he brought her back from a career that had kind of been sidelined. it's hard to ignore him. And I think it would be,
ignore him. I'm not saying,
but they wouldn't be giving him an award. They would just be
yes,
including.
No,
they're talking about. Wait a minute.
No, wait a minute. Honoring him.
Right. They're talking about
is
the
not
people who
about,
died. No, hold on. They're talking about when you do the thing, the in memoriam.
No.
When they do the in memoriam, he should be in the in memoriam.
Not a mention. He's what, if I'm not mistaken, Jermaine Dupri is saying you all, because of course they could mention him.
He should be in the in memoriam.
He's talking about honoring him
in the in memoriam.
No, at the event.
That's what in memoriam is, girlfriend. They do the in memoriam.
In memoriam is typically, now you can
people
honor
who died
posthumously, but what I'm talking about is, what you're talking about is when they're like, this person died, and they go
yes
in memoriam. No, he's not talking about that.
What's he saying?
Talking about you need to honor him, not in memoriam as an individual. Like, you know how they're talking, like they're probably going to do something for Peebo because Peebo died. Like a whole thing. It's not going to be just Peebo Bryson died. This person died. That person died. They're probably going to have singers on that stage honoring Peebo. If I'm not mistaken, Jermaine Dupri is saying do the same for Clive Davis. I don't think that should happen. I think they should mention him, if that.
No, you have to mention it. You have to mention him. I'm sorry. You have to mention him.
Mention him. Okay, mention him.
You have to. Like,
I don't think they should do a whole tribute to him.
When I tell you, you're talking about Whitney Houston.
Girl, I don't care. You're talking about the Golden Globes, the Oscars, the
Golden Globes not gonna mention Clive Davis. It had nothing to do with the Golden Globes.
I guarantee you he's had a music.
The Grammys is the only one that will mention him. I promise you. It has nothing to do with the Golden Globes. He got nothing to do with the Golden Globes.
Girl, how do you know?
Nothing to do. He's a music.
Has he ever done the soundtrack?
He's a music executive.
What is the soundtrack?
It's literally gonna be the Grammys.
You don't think they give out an award for best song at the Oscars?
They had nothing to do with him.
Girl, he's from the music industry. Where do you think the songs come from?
Y'all, you tripping, Jackie.
No, I'm not. You think they don't honor people who are big in music at these? Girl, who has been on the red carpet for the Golden Globes? You or me? Who has worked the red carpet? Worked it. Not walked it. Worked it. You or me?
Jackie pulling the Jackie Reed card on me, y'all. Chat, get her, chat. Get her.
No, they know I'm right. We have guests.
Listen, there's some problematic things about him, including nurturing Diddy's career, which there's a lot of controversy about that, and there's questions. But I just think it would be odd for the BET Awards to ignore Clive Davis. That's my opinion. I think they cannot ignore him. They must mention him, even if it's just in memoriam. I'm not saying they need to honor him. He must be in. I think if they do an in memoriam and he's not in the in memoriam, I think it will be very odd. So I think they should mention him in memoriam. That's my vote.
Mention him, but no songs. Nobody coming out singing songs.
Oh, you don't think somebody should come out and sing a Whitney Houston song? You don't think there should be like a moment? There's like a big deal.
At the Grammys. Do it at the Grammys. No. All that time should go to Peebo. No.
But not Clive Davis, who was instrumental in the careers.
Who else big?
Of dozens.
Guys. There were so many actors and entertainers who deserve that time. Who you gonna cross out for Clive Davis?
Who else died?
What black person? Let me get the list out.
Who else died? Besides Peebo. Who else died? Get the list. Who else did? This is like reading the old black newspapers. Because at a certain point, the black people, they get the black newspaper to see who died. That's why like the Miami Times and them, people are like, who died, baby? I need to know who died. The old people be like, I need to know who died. Peebo died.
Peebo Bryson. Did D'Angelo die since the last BET Awards? Didn't he die within the past 365 days?
I thought he died. Yes, he died last year. Yes.
Yeah.
D'Angelo and also
D'Angelo instead of Clive. You want to do Clive instead?
No. I'm saying D'Angelo died, but also Angie Stone. You got to get Angie Stone.
That was not a long time ago, but it was not within the past year.
It was. Angie Stone and D'Angelo died within like a month of each other, sis. Angie Stone and D'Angelo died like within a month of each other. Month or two. That was so tragic.
Maybe
Yes, they died within months of each
it
other.
was a long time.
No, D'Angelo, and she died first, and then like maybe 6 or 8 weeks. He died within months of her. They died within months of each other. They both died since Trump's been president.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
In the music awards? Oh yeah, BET Awards, he should be. Yes, BET Awards, he should be.
So you
it's
gonna
more
let
than music.
Clive should go before him?
No, I'm not saying he should go before any of these people.
I'm just saying, because for time, producers for time's sake are going to be like.
So you're saying don't mention him at all?
No, mention him, but don't do a tribute. Don't come out singing a song. I'd rather they spend time on Foster Silvers, who recently died.
If I should stay. You don't want to hear that? I would
No.
leave
Is she singing it to D'Angelo? Angie died and D'Angelo died in No, Angie died in spring of 2025.
I'll think of you every step of.
So it's been more than a year.
2025 is 2026.
Girl, but listen.
That's a year ago, girl.
Listen
to me. They all died since Trump's been president.
Listen to me.
They all died in 2025.
Died before the last BET award.
Every step of the way.
Keep singing.
And now
there have been several high visibility murder cases, you guys. Murder and domestic violence impacting Black women specifically. Highlighting the need to go deep. You got the bell.
Love you.
Real support and solutions can look like. Joining us today to talk about Selena Burke of the Office for Missing and Murdered Black Women and Girls, and attorney Alana Brown, founder of She Makes Impact, an advocate for Black women's safety and justice. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
We appreciate you all being here. We were having a lot of fun talking about the BET Awards and who should be honored and all those things, but we really want to switch gears and talk about a very serious issue, which you all both work very closely with in the work that you do day to day, and that is violence against Black women. It's really been in the news a lot this year, so much so that we really wanted to put a special spotlight on it for this show here. So we thank you both for being here to talk about this. Let me start with you, Elena. What do you think, because the work that you and Kalina both do, you all hear about these cases, these stories on a regular basis. What's the challenge in getting the news media, something that Joanne and I are a big part of, to focus on these stories in the way that they do white women when these things happen to them? It just seems like it's an afterthought when it comes. We don't even hear about the majority of these cases that happen. What's the disconnect with the media? Let's start with that.
I would say the disconnect with the media is there's a really challenge in seeing Black women as victims in our community and victims in society. There's really been a history of violence against Black women's bodies since way back into slavery until now. So it's seen as something that's common, normalized. It's not a big deal. They also see Black women as more masculine. They can't be hurt as badly as white women. And we are denied victimhood in ways that white women aren't. And that just shows up and time again in domestic violence cases when police officers don't listen to survivors, judges don't listen to survivors, people within the system don't listen to survivors, Black women survivors. And so if those people aren't listening to Black women survivors, then they're not going to listen to it on the media either.
Do you all think that the instances in which the violence comes from Black men are even more undercovered because the media is writing, really, in a sense, both parties off, right? They sort of already are prone to present Black men in a particular way and also not to believe Black women are victims. What do you think? Is there a difference when the violence is from a Black man?
I would say from my experience working with survivors on the ground, most of the violence is from Black men towards Black women survivors. So I don't think that's incorrect to explain it that way. I do think that when you think about prevention and trying to solve the problem of domestic violence in the Black community, you should focus on boys as well as girls. So I feel like you can't leave out men. And I think it doesn't behoove you to see men as like black men as animals or black men as these violent creatures, because that's not how the survivors see their partners. They see those people they love, people who are the father of their children, and they're not. They also have been normalized to domestic violence in their own homes when they were growing up. They also have been traumatized when they were growing up by violence. So I think it doesn't help to like make them a monster, but to realize they might be coming from some going through things as well as the survivors. That's not giving anyone an excuse for anything, but I think it's just something to point out. So that's why when we advocate for like prevention, we advocate for starting around middle school age kids, boys and girls, to get help about how to treat women, how to work in violence, and how to, as a woman, look out for violence and uphold yourself. So I don't.
Kalina, did you want to jump in?
Sure. I was just thinking about the fact that when we talk about violence against women, and particularly Black men against Black women, to the point Alana made, it is systematic, right? We've been taught this is a part of the patriarchy, and we have this thing where we want to sort of decenter the victim, as opposed to highlighting the perpetrator. And oftentimes the perpetrator doesn't receive the punishment or the attention that they need. Like the blame is not placed in the right area. So as opposed to focusing specifically on Black men, that's all women and all men. Most women who are victims of DV homicide are murdered by men as a whole. And so we need to place more attention on the perpetrator.
Yeah. I do want to ask this, though, to both of you, and Kalina, I'll start with you. A lot of times when we hear about these situations, one thing that so many of us will say, right, is, why didn't she leave? Didn't she see the signs? And I just want to talk about the problem with that mindset as we hear about these stories, or we encounter women who have been victims of domestic violence and live to tell about it. Or we talk to their family and loved ones, and there's that, to your point, kind of blaming the victim. But what do you say to people who have that mindset?
I think first we have to believe the victim. We know on average it takes 7 times for a victim to actually leave, like they've attempted to leave 6 times, and that 7th time they might get out. So you need to believe the victim. There are signs. I think many of us are doing life in isolation right now, and so we're not connected the way that we need to. And to your point, Jackie, there's a lot of victim blaming. And so I think we need to understand that they're at high risk when they leave. They're thinking about their children, they're thinking about their financial stability. And so all of those things are going on in their mind, and they've probably thought about leaving hundreds of times before they actually do. And I think that's something that families need to take in consideration, because no one partners with someone with the idea that they're going to leave one day, that they're going to leave their life behind because they're being abused. And so we should give them that grace and that consideration when we're thinking about their victimhood.
Can we talk for a moment about one of the cases that I think prompted this segment? Former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax, who killed his wife, who was a very prominent dentist, Dr. Fairfax, in Virginia, and then killed himself. There was a lot of controversy about the way that people talked about this case. And I just pulled up a story from NBC News, and it's, a lot of the conversation in the pieces is about Justin Fairfax, not about Serena Fairfax. There's just a lot more conversation about him, and there was some controversy. I mean, Roland Martin took a lot of hits for talking about him because a lot of people knew him and didn't really know her as well. He was the more prominent, at least for politically minded sort of journalists, etc. Is there something that you guys could critique about the way that that case was spoken about, particularly in Black media, for either of you?
I can start. I think we tend to give men more grace than we give women. And so mental health is an issue for a lot of us in our community. We don't talk about it enough, but it was almost like we wanted to talk about mental health more than we actually wanted to talk about a man murdered a woman, a husband murdered his wife. Yeah. And so as opposed to sort of highlighting what was actually wrong and what happened, we chose to divert that attention to something else, which I think often happens in these media stories.
And I shouldn't isolate it to just Roland. I mean, there are lots of people who are talking about it. And I think people felt awkward about how to talk about it because he was a popular figure among a lot of African American folks. And so was she. But it just, I don't know if you guys, how should we in the media, when we're dealing with these stories, what's a better way to frame them?
I would say focus on the survivor and focus on their life, what they've contributed to society, and how they died. The type of like the visceral type of violence which took away Dr. Fairfax's life, where the kids were in the home. And it's been kind of close to me because I'm in DC, the DC area, so it's very big here. But I think this is the evaluation of Black women in society as a whole, and it's another way to devalue Black women through their even in their death, even when they're leave this world, and it's a way to like put in patriarchal society to put kind of men above women, to put the blame on the woman and say, well, how come the men did this? Let's try to understand his perspective. Well, the question should be like, we don't need to know how he did that. We know what he did and how he did it, who was in the home, and what he did to himself after he did what he did. That should be the focus, not so much about him, but for the survivor, or in this case, not the survivor, but the woman who, Dr. Fairfax. Like, how do we not devalue her life? How do we not devalue other lives of survivors? And she's just one of many in the DC area. I think like 2 weeks ago, like the other people have been murdered in the DC area, Black women survivors, Black women victims. I'm sorry. It's just that she was a popular figure, so she got more attention.
Yeah, there was also a mayor in South Florida who was also killed, a Haitian American politician who was killed by her husband as well. Go ahead, Jackie.
I was going to ask, just because someone listening to this, right, or watching this is dealing in a situation where they're dealing with domestic violence, or they know someone who is. It's so common. What are the signs if they don't know? I would say the first sign that you see is the time to leave. Would you both agree with that? I think you would, but please tell me, just for the sake of this conversation. But then what are the signs that women need to look for early in a relationship that can tell them, this isn't, you need to move on from this? Or is your suggestion you need to consider therapy? I'm always like leave the situation. But what do you all say?
I would say control and isolation from family and friends are the top priority. Most intimate partner violence revolves around the power dynamic. So there's financial abuse, there's technological abuse, there's physical abuse, there's mental abuse. So all has to do with having power over the survivor. Even court, people use court as a lawyer. I've seen people use court as a way to further victimize the survivor. So it's just like having a power dynamic that's trying to control the woman all the time. And I said the woman, so she doesn't tell her friends what's happening. She doesn't tell her family what's happening. She feels like he's the only one who cares about her. He's the only one who's looking out for her. He's the only one supporting her. He's the father of her children. He's the only one who loves her. These are just like the things that just come out really strong in the beginning, and it turned physical, and then other types of abuse as well.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that it is not just physical. There are definitely other forms of abuse, psychological, emotional, so many, financial, like you mentioned. And I think a lot of women feel like, well, if he's not hitting me, then how bad can it be? But those other forms of abuse are pretty bad as well. Lena, can you speak on that, on the question about signs and different types of abuse?
Of course, and I agree with Alana. And so I think the control is a big piece and the isolation is a big piece. I think we need to also consider the financial control. I think that's a big one for a lot of our survivors that do make it out, is that they were so fearful about leaving because of the financial control. Either they were dependent 100%, they were a homemaker, did not have a job, and so they were dependent 100% on their significant other. So they felt like there was no other way to leave. They couldn't get a job because that partner was controlling whether or not they could work. And they had children, right? And the court piece about that is that they're scared that their abuser is going to take their children away. And so then you introduce the child protection system or the family court system, which also is the gap and fails our women more times than not. And so all of those things are playing a factor, but specifically that financial control, I think we need to monitor that a little more, because it is a reason why so many people can't get out quicker than what they have been able to.
Yeah.
I'm curious, for both of you, and I guess I'll start with you, Alana, of what impact have we seen the R. Kelly situation from years ago, which seemed to have zero impact really on the way that we kind of understood and talked about the kinds of abuse that happen when there's a huge power dynamic, age dynamic, etc., and the Diddy case, which seems like it sort of marshaled people's interest in a different way. Have those cases changed the way people approach you all, your organization, when it comes to stepping forward and reporting abuse? Have those cases had any impact at all? I feel like the Epstein case in a larger way among women who are not Black has had a big impact. Have the Diddy and R. Kelly cases had an impact?
I would say not so much the R. Kelly case because that's more sexual violence. And though my organization that I started at the Safe Sister Circle did deal with sexual violence, a lot of times with sexual violence as part of domestic violence. So I would say the Diddy case more so. For one, you saw the video of
Yeah.
Cassie getting hurt, and so people never believe survivors. And so this is like she's actually telling the truth. This actually happened. A man actually hurt a woman this way, you know, and it was crazy. But it happens all the time in these homes of our survivors. People don't believe them. I think the idea that people actually believe me. I would say more so Megan Thee Stallion is a case that I would people more relate to because that's just the age range that we deal with more so, like early teens to like mid to late 40s. That a lot of people, when Megan came out and was going against her abuser and going to court and speaking out, that a lot of people feel like it gave them strength to do so and feel like, okay, I know there's something's wrong. There's whatever's going on in her. Because the problem is a lot of times people who are in abusive relationships don't know they're being abused because it's been so normalized in their lives. So we like to use the word harm, like it's someone harming you, someone hurting you, instead of like abused. But if someone's getting harmed and they see someone like Megan Thee Stallion come up and testify, they have to feel like, oh, I could do that too, or I can reach out to this organization too, and I can reach out to, maybe not law enforcement, but to an organization that can help me be safe, or an organization that can help me get supplies or economic support to get out of the situation.
Yeah. I want to ask this because I think a lot of women, when they're ready to leave a situation like this, sometimes they don't know what to do or where to go. What advice would you give a woman who's maybe close, right? She's thinking about it and she wants to prepare, because so many times as Black women, the system fails us. Right? You can go to the police, that can backfire. It just so many things can. So what would you advise women to do when they're ready to leave? What are the steps that they should take?
I think a safety plan is number one. To your point, we direct women all the time to law enforcement. They don't feel safe. They don't feel heard. They fall through the cracks there. It is so connecting them with a domestic violence organization and getting a safety plan. They need to have a mapped out plan of what to do for their next steps to leave. And so that would be my number one.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. And there's a national domestic violence hotline that has connections to all the domestic violence organizations in the country, depending on where you live. My organization's on that list. And first thing we would do, when I go to court to get a civil protection order, but most times we would do a safety plan first, get them out of the dangerous situation before we even go to court to get a civil protection order to make sure their children are in a safe place and have a place to live, have a safe place to live. You need a camera on your home. You need to change your locks. You need to just get out of that area in general. And then how are you going to survive in terms of food, in terms of children going to school, in terms of different things like that. You have to have it all planned out so it's safe and it's quick and it makes sense going forward.
Yeah, because I would think, can the kids still go to school? Are you pulling kids out of school to escape, or is it a case-by-case basis?
It's a case-by-case. In my experience, you stay in DC, the kids usually stay in school. It depends on, because a lot of times what we hear a lot in our custody cases is that just because the father abuses the mother doesn't mean he abuses the children, which we're always have to give kind of like a side eye, like, okay. And then later on, the children will find abuse in the children. And we're just like, yep, this is what we said was happening.
Yeah.
But usually the kids will stay in school unless they change jurisdictions, or they need like some trauma therapy, or need to go to a school for kids with special needs because we've been traumatized by different things that are going on in their lives. Usually it's not just domestic violence in their lives, it's other types of violence and a lot of poverty and a lot of other things that these young kids are witnessing.
What would you advise people to do if there's someone that a neighbor, a family member? I think a lot of us have seen things that were like, this does not seem right, but sometimes if you try to intervene, the person doesn't respond to that or doesn't want you to intervene, you're a stranger. Like, what do you think people should do if you see what you think is domestic violence? Because I can tell you that I had a situation where there was a woman who lived on our block when I was living in Brooklyn, and the guy seemed really abusive. We never saw him actually strike her, but he was very odd. No one really felt on the block like calling the police because we didn't want the police to kill him, because there's this thing where we don't necessarily trust the police to deal with a Black man. So everyone kind of backed off. Fast forward, he ended up killing her. And everyone that we knew on the block felt completely responsible, because we didn't know what to do, because we were afraid to call the police on the man, because we never saw him abuse her, but they would have yelling fights in the street. And so you got the sense there was something wrong, but we didn't know these people. These were strangers. And you're like, if I call the police, they're probably going to kill this guy. So like, what should we have done as neighbors?
I would say focus on the woman, not on the man, because even if police that came and made an arrest, that doesn't mean she's going to leave the situation. It just means that he might be arrested, or they might hurt him, or he might go to jail, but that doesn't mean she's going to leave a domestic violence situation. I would say I had a neighbor underneath me, my building, who was getting abused. I hear the screams. Police were there every other day. I slipped a card and a brochure of my organization under her door. Eventually, a couple months later, she called and got some help. So I would just suggest some resources to people. I wouldn't pressure them. I wouldn't push people to try to get help or support. People don't like that. And they're not ready to leave. They're not going to leave. There's no point in doing that. But I think just focusing on the woman more so than the man, because how can she get in a safe place? Not so much how can he be punished, but how can she get safe? Would be my focus.
I can tell you, I mean, I've tried to intervene with, women that I've known, and they get upset and don't want you to intervene and don't want you to interfere in their relationship. And they will push back and say, leave me alone. That's happened as well. So it's like, you don't know what to do, because you know what I mean? You're stuck between, this is not my business, but I know there's something wrong here, but the person isn't necessarily receptive to it, because now you're interfering in their life.
Right. I said provide resources is the best way, because people don't want people interfering in their lives. That's just how people are and how people live their daily lives.
Yeah, because then he could turn that anger towards you if you try to intervene, like especially when it's in the heat of a moment. Yeah. What about when there are children involved and people see something like the wife is being abused, the kids are being abused by this man? Do we intervene? Like, is that the situation where you call the police, where you call authorities, or do you, like, while you're trying to work with the mother, what about those kids? Like, is it hands off for that as well?
I don't know if I personally feel like it's hands off, because I think we need to, as much as this might be problematic as well, is we need to contact the child protection system, because something is going on in that household and those kids may or may not be safe, and someone needs to know about that.
Yeah.
I think we have a responsibility to young folks.
I think so too. Why do you guys do this work? It's got to be, it really has to be a heavy load to carry. I'm glad that you both do what you do, but for you guys, what keeps you going and coming back to this important work that you're doing? And Kalina, we can start with you.
How did I end up here? I think part of it is I felt silenced as a young person, as a young woman growing up. And I finally get to use my voice for those who have been silenced and who are often invisible. And it is heavy work, extremely heavy work. But if we can save one girl or one woman, then I've done my job. And Black women and Black girls have just not had a secure safety net in that way in this country. And this office is that for them. And so it's an honor to show up, but it's because we've been invisible so long. And so I want to be here to use my voice because of them, because of those who haven't been heard before.
And what about you, Alana?
I would say something very similar. As an attorney, I always thought, like, I want to give voice to others. And I don't want to say they didn't have voices, but they're being ignored. People ignore me as their attorney, as a Black woman attorney. So just know that they're ignoring other people who aren't Black women attorneys. I think for me, really, though, it's the survivors, working one-on-one with them and hands-on with them. It really gave me a lot of peace. It was very dangerous. It was very hard work. It's very draining, vicarious trauma, but they're very resilient. Just seeing how they are as people, they're very resilient, very smart, very very strategic thinking, and they really love their children. Most of our clients were mothers. I would say like 98% of our clients were mothers. A lot of times they left because of their children. I gave a lot of respect to that, of like strong mothers leaving a situation for their children. So I think it's just working with people that we work with gives me hope to go on. Even though I don't directly work with the organization anymore, I've moved on. I would say that the executive director, Sylvia Guzman, still does that. That was what got me involved in this research in this space in the first place, which is working with people, getting to know people. And I love Black women. I love supporting and uplifting Black women. That's my mama told me that. So
how can you not? How can you not love us and want to see us at our best? Well, ladies, thank you so much for taking the time for this conversation. We really do appreciate the work that you're doing out there. There needs to be more unique clones out there doing the work, because so many of us are suffering from horrific things, abuse and other things as well, trafficking, so many things that Black women are dealing with that just feels to go unnoticed in so many cases. So we appreciate you all being here. We appreciate the work that you do.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And please follow both of these sisters on social media and their organizations and all the work that they're doing to support and uplift Black women at a very serious time of need. Girls, people in some crazy situations, unfortunate situations with some crazy people, I should say.
Yeah.
But it's, I've had my therapist told me, because one time I tried to break up something between a woman, and twice I've done this now that I think about it. Once with the Black couple and once with the white couple. And the guy got mad at me, but he didn't do anything. But the girl followed me because she wanted me to delete the video that because he was trying to run her over with his car.
What?
Threw her out of the car. There was a kid. He took like a little 7-year-old kid. It was like a whole thing. So I was just standing there on my phone recording. And after he drove off, she came up to me and demanded that I delete the video.
Girl,
I'm trying to help you.
Listen, when I worked way back in New York, when I was still living in New York before we moved to Florida, my bestie at the time was the receptionist at the marketing company that I was an analyst for. And so we would go to lunch all the time, and there was a woman who was the receptionist one floor below. And so we were like, well, it's a fellow Black woman. Let's recruit her to come and be our little lunch buddy. So we started going to lunch with her. The first time we tried to go to lunch with this lady, her crazy Dominican boyfriend showed up.
What?
Started screaming at her. These are not your friends. Why are you hanging out with them? Why are you going to lunch with these women? Who are they? And he started following us, followed us all the way to where we were going to get lunch. We were like, this is not safe. This cannot continue. So we were like scared to go to lunch with her. We were like, this is bad. So I tried to intervene. I said, listen, you need to get a protective order. This guy seems violent. He was screaming at us and saying, stay away from them. They're not your real friends. And she started describing their relationship, and I was like, this is abuse. I was like, do you understand that you're in an abusive relationship? And we tried, both of us, we were like, we will help you. We will call a lawyer. We will call the police. We will do something to help you. She was supposed to meet up with him that weekend. This was probably like on a Friday or something. It was like a Thursday. And she wanted to go to lunch again the next night. We're like, we're not going to lunch. This guy seems like he could shoot us all, kill us in the street. This guy seems really violent. So she was supposed to meet up with him that week. And we were like, you do not have to meet with this guy. You do not have to talk to him. We tried to help her. She got mad at us. Like, she was like, we are interfering in her life. Leave her alone. Stop talking bad about her. But we were like, do you understand this guy seems like he could kill you? And, so that kind of, it was like one of those things where you think you're helping, but this woman just wanted us to stay out of her business. And so we had no choice. Like, we can't make her get help. And we were prepared to go all the way. We were prepared. I was like, my boss was like this very rich Greek dude. I was like, this guy's got power. He was like, I will totally help. He's like, who do I got to call? Well, he was willing to help. And she didn't work for him. She worked for the company below. He was like, put me in, coach. He was like, I will help you. He's like, I got connections. She did not want the help. She did not want us bothering her. I don't know what happened to this sister, but I know that man was terrifying. Like, he was scary. And what are we going to do if they don't want? And so it's like a thing. I like her idea of, you just give the card. Like, if we had a card to give her, that would have been perfect. Just be like, it's your choice. Here's the information.
That's what you some in those situations. To me, when kids are involved, it's different. I'm calling the authorities. I don't care. I'm calling.
Yeah, if kids are involved, you got to call.
You know, if it's a woman, I hope you leave, but I'm not going to fight with you about your man. That's beating on you. But let's take a pause for the cause and hear a word from our sponsor and talk about this company that we have both been introduced to and that we love so much. And that is Baskin Lather, you guys. Listen, you know, we're going to be transparent here. We really didn't know much, had not tried their products before we entered into this partnership. They sent us a box of stuff. We tried these products and fell in love because our hair responded. Our hair felt differently. And I mean, I will never end this relationship with Baskin Lather. They may not be paying us. But I will buy these products. And if you all have not tried them, give them a try. It's a great company, right, Joyanne?
It's very true. And I mean, the thing about it is like like Jackie said, we didn't know the products at all. And I had been, you know, my wonderful Coco, who's my wonderful stylist, had been low-key threatening me for quite a while. I need to take better care of my hair. She was like, I will take this blonde out of your hair. You have black hair again if you don't put some moisturizer in your hair, if you don't start moisturizing. And the last time I went in to Miss Coco, I got complimented. She was like, you're doing a great job. What are you doing? And the thing is, Baskin Lather, the spritz, girl, I put that moisturizing hair spritz in there. I do it at night and I do it in the morning. My hair, if y'all could feel my hair, it feels moist. It feels soft. I'm no longer in trouble with my hairstylist. And then I do the little balm, which is not meant to be an edge cream, but I use it as edge cream. I just pop it on my little edges and it keeps my edges soft and growing. My hair is healthier than it's ever been. And it is doubly healthy when you're natural and blonde. So when I tell you Baskin Lather is a game changer, I'm speaking from experience. We understand and we love the fact that it's Black women. Only Black women could understand what Black women's hair needed. And they truly did and created it for us.
They did and do. Okay, so if you guys want to give Baskin Lather a try, and we hope that you do, go to baskinlatherco.com. Use the code RTRT for 20% off. Get some cousin love over at Baskin Lather with the RTRT code, 20% off. And that website again is baskinlatherco.com.
Yes, tell them that we sent you. The cousin sent you.
Boop, boop. Okay, let's go back to this. Angie Stone died in March of 2025. D'Angelo died in October. What's in between March and October? June. When is the BET Awards? June. They honored Angie Stone last June. We love her. They will not be honoring her this year. D'Angelo, yes. Clive Davis, I don't know. You know, they mention him, but who? I'm sorry. All these other people, it's a time for Black excellence, to honor Black people. That's it. They got their own stuff.
All I'm saying is if y'all do in memoriam, Clive should be in there.
Do in memoriam. They absolutely, every award
show. He should be in there. I'm not saying he should get a special award. I'm saying he need to be in the in memoriam.
You were saying that's why you started singing a little Whitney Houston
song. It wouldn't bother me if they had like a little Whitney Houston song to tribute to. That wouldn't bother me. That would not bother me. That would not bother me.
About timing. They don't have time. It's too many Black people that died this year.
You mentioned two people, Peebo Bryson, and who else? Who else died?
Okay.
And D'Angelo. That's two. They got time, y'all. They could do a D'Angelo song, they could do a Peebo song, and they could do Whitney Houston singing "I Will Always Love You." That is not too much. That's not too much time.
Okay, let me do this.
3 people. That's 3 songs, y'all. Come on, friends.
Well, Ike Turner did die.
Yeah, but we were just talking about abuse. He beat on Tina Turner. Left a good job in the city.
Girl, oh, you know who died? Lamont from Sanford and Son.
Oh my goodness, Lamont. Did he die?
You want Clive to go before Big Dummy?
Look, I'm just telling you right now, you could honor him in you could show a clip from the thing. It don't take much time to honor. We love him, but you gonna tell me you gonna ignore Clive Davis, who had a hand in the careers of dozens of high end, top tier A-list Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin.
This BET award show is sponsored by the late Clive Davis.
No, they got to do In Memoriam, and they got to start with I Will Always Love You. They got to get Monica. I would ask Monica to come out and do
Are
it.
you
Monica
kidding
could sing that. Oh, no, Monica will sing the hell out of I Will Always Love You. Y'all know it's right. Y'all know I'm right. Get Monica to come out there
No,
and
no.
sing I Will Always Love You. That would be beautiful. Or get, you know what they should get? No, let me tell you they should get. No, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda,
Tony,
Linda,
somebody
listen.
from Tony died. Foster Silvers died.
They should talk about them too. They should honor all of them.
Dance.
It should be a medley. It should be a medley.
From the Silvers, dance to the beat of the band. We're gonna dance at the high school dance. Boogie to
they
the
could sing all them songs. It should be a medley. And it should be what's her name? Brandy. They should get Brandy and Monica to do a medley of songs honoring everybody. Brandy and Monica doing a medley, baby, that would shut the house down. Brandy and Monica doing all the songs, honor everybody.
They can sing some of D'Angelo's songs.
They can do all of it.
But Clive Davis does not get a song.
Yes, he does.
Does not. No.
That's not right, Jackie.
You just said how corrupt the
it is corrupt. The whole music industry is corrupt.
So as
the whole music industry is corrupt.
Why are we anointing him as somebody who was?
I'm not anointing nobody. I'm saying you got to acknowledge. It's not an honor. You got to acknowledge that man was significant in the black music industry. He was. He was significant.
They said they didn't mention Ike when he died.
Ike beat the hell out of Tina Turner.
How do you know Clive didn't? Do.
I never heard about him beating nobody. Now I heard about some other things.
What'd you hear?
I heard about some other things.
Like what? Like what?
You know. Yeah, I heard might have been a diddler. Might have been a diddler. There's a possibility he was a diddler. We don't know about that. That could be true. A lot of diddlers in the music industry, y'all. People getting diddled.
No. That's why I say just mention his name. Leroy Johnson, Clive Davis, Betty Lou Who. This person. That person.
Why he gotta be between Leroy and Betty Lou? You done sandwiched his ass 94 years of living to just get stuck between Betty Lou Who and Leroy Davis. Just nondescriptly thrust between Betty Lou Who and Leroy. They said she just made a random list of Negroes and said just thrust his ass on in between Betty Lou Who and Leroy Davis. That's a shame. You done lived 94 years. You done contributed 57 years to the industry. And he said, she said, chuck him between Betty Lou Who and Leroy Davis. He'll be fine. What he gonna do? He did.
Clive Davis.
What's he gonna say? The man is deceased. He said, Clive Davis, everybody. She said, Clive Davis, everybody.
Betty Lou Who.
You didn't even notice it. He said, Betty Lou Who and Clive Davis and Leroy Davis. Like, everybody, good night. Good night. That man dead here. That man dead. His name, that man dead. Good night. Drewski, take us away. Drewski, close us out. Betty Lou, Clive Davis did. And that's enough, white man. That's all you get.
Oh my!
That's all you get. Don't complain.
Somebody said he did.
He did. Yeah, it's gonna be like Lamont from Sanford and Son. Long tribute, long Peebo Bryson. Da, 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 da. That man dead.
What did Kiki Palmer say? Forgive me, I don't know who that man is.
I don't know who that man is.
I don't know who that man is.
She said, forgive me.
They just put a picture of people like, who is that?
Who that? Who that man with the side hair? Why he got side hair, no top hair? He got side hair. He did. It's gonna just say he did. He did. He did. Oh, he did. Who he? That white man that was in the music business and let Whitney Houston die. Now, Whitney I love, but he did. Now, Whitney, we could talk about her. D'Angelo, how does it feel? It feel like he did. That's how it feels. Tell me how it feels. Yeah, it feel like he did.
He said sorry to that man.
Sorry for that man. She said sorry for that man.
But he did.
He did. Just put his picture over the side here. He did. 94 years of putting in work. And all he gets is he did.
Martin
by real
Johnson, just a picture of Clive Davis. Nobody says
Nobody say nothing. No, not even a name.
Rob Bass died. You want him? You want Clive?
Rob Bass, the one who knows about things that make you get weary. Don't hear me. Just hear me out. Cause I got the cloud. Shout ho before I turn the party out. But except for his, that's what Rob Bass get. He did.
Oh my God.
You're so cruel. Cruelty is the point. It's because I'm on my period. That's why I'm salty.
Yes. Oh my God. You are on the rag, as they used to say.
I'm on the rag, bitch.
On the rag.
Bitches. Oh, I hate this bitch. She gotta go. She gotta die. I gotta kill her. How do I get rid of her?
I think you should you and Jason just get a bun in the oven, girl. Have one more.
We gotta go half on a baby.
Yeah, y'all do. Get it in there.
Can you imagine me with an infant?
My heart just stopped because of it.
Can you imagine? Because I can hardly handle Nala.
You would still do everything you're doing now.
It'd still be. I mean. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Read This, Read That. I'm Jackie Reed. I'm Joyanne Reed, and this is my baby. She's right here through the whole trip. Yeah, it's okay. You're fine. So anyway, Donald Trump.
Spike
the reflecting pool.
Spike.
The reflecting pool is green. Yes, I know, baby. It's fine. Yeah. Can somebody come? Okay, never mind. Can Winnie? Jason? Never mind. I got it. I'll take care of it. I'll do it myself.
Because I can do everything.
I can do everything.
I can do anything.
I'll be typing. I'm writing my story. Writing my Substack.
Writing my next book.
Writing my next book. Writing my Substack and my book.
Isn't this fun?
Isn't this great?
That's so true.
The oldest mother, and I'll be so old. I'll be at high school graduation, like, is my baby graduating? Oh, look at it.
Kiki Shepard from Showtime at the Apollo died.
Who did?
Kiki Shepard.
Kiki Shepard died?
Yes, it's been some months, but she died. She died this year, 2020.
You know what's so crazy? I thought she was already dead.
No, she's very much alive.
No, she's dead.
No, she was alive. I'm saying.
You just said she died.
No. I meant she was very much alive.
I thought she was already dead. I'm so sorry.
Already dead a long time ago. No, she's been alive and then she died this year. Sorry. Yes, you're correct.
Gotta honor her as well.
Yeah. So see, you're gonna do Clive Davis over her?
I mean, Clive Davis might have been more significant to the Black music industry than Kiki Shepard. I'm just saying.
Kiki is an icon.
She's an icon, but was she instrumental in the careers of like a dozen major Black performers? Like, you can't discount Aretha, Whitney. I mean, go through the list. The Commodores.
I don't care.
You're talking about some of the greatest Black music artists in history.
I love that he had a hand in that, right? These people were talented as well, but I love that he was able to guide their careers. I don't care. He could not come to the cookout. He should not be honored at the BET Awards. White people have so many opportunities to win awards in various spaces. That's why we created the whole BET Awards.
Jackie Reed,
awards and everything. They got plenty of opportunity. We barely get into their awards. And then now we got our own awards and no. That doesn't mean that I don't appreciate his contribution to the industry and those artists in any positive way. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy Robin Thicke's music, right?
No, he shouldn't get an award. Now, Robin Thicke should not be getting no BET award. That's the difference.
He did.
He shouldn't.
did. And other white artists. No. I'm
You
sorry.
get George Michael one though. I feel like you could have given George Michael one. I would be okay with that.
You've been giving people passes and guest passes to picnics and stuff, cookouts. No.
Knew you were waiting for me. I couldn't falter. When the mountain was high, I still believe. When the valley was low, it couldn't stop me. No. Knew you were waiting. Knew you were waiting for me.
Somebody said, Shelly G said, I honor my cats more than I do Clive Davis.
No, it's fair. I mean, look, I get it.
More. No. It's not that I don't think that Clive and George Michael and all these people did their thing and were loved by Black people for whatever reason, did their part. I feel like, but they also did shit in the white community. Let them be honored over there. They do not have to be honored. He can be mentioned. Let him be honored over there.
She cold, y'all. She cold as ice. She's as cold as ice, y'all. She's as cold. She said, let him be honored over there in their neighborhood. Go to your neighborhood.
Taylor Swift win awards over the BET Awards. Then your face, you're going to start making faces.
Yeah, she shouldn't get one.
But if she started doing stuff with Black people and all that kind of stuff, or had a hit song that would cross over into R&B, or did an album with a Black rapper, and then that was considered for best rap album, your ass would be having a fit.
No, I'm not a Swiftie. It's not my thing.
But you wouldn't like it if that door was open to her. If she started doing rap music and it was well received and it was like best new rap.
I can't imagine, but see, that would never happen. I can't even imagine that ever happening.
I can't imagine it either. But
that would never happen. No.
I'm just saying, I appreciate his contributions to.
Like, what if John B got an award? All his music is.
He probably has.
Yeah. John B. You know? John B. I mean,
I'm sorry, I don't know that man.
You don't know? Y'all don't know John B?
No, I know John B. I don't know him, but I know his music and I love his music.
Wonderful music. She said, but he can't get no BET award. It's called Black Entertainment Television.
Said what I said.
Sorry, Clive. You're out of luck. You're shit out of luck.
Tina Marie. Oh, now Tina Marie, I would give a pass. I'm sorry.
So wait, okay. So now you're giving Tina Marie a pass? Why does Tina Marie get a pass? What's happening?
I love Tina Marie.
Why does Tina Marie get a pass?
Is it Ludi Napoleon? If I'm saying it right, Tina Marie. Yeah, I can't.
Tina Marie gets a pass. Then come on, yo. Now we're making exceptions.
I'm sorry.
Come on now. That's not right. Tina Marie can't get nothing. She better go back in her neighborhood and get it. You know her neighborhood.
He said, love, oh, won't you say it? Won't you say it? Won't you say it to me, baby? Portuguese say love. Oh. Yeah. Tina Marie is my pass on that. Sorry. I take it back.
The hypocrisy, the utter hypocrisy of letting Tina Marie get a pass is insane. When Tina Marie, God forbid, goes home to her maker, Jackie Reed will be on Read This, Read That, saying, "Why can't she be honored?
She's no longer on this planet. She died a long time ago.
She did?
Yes.
People be dying. I don't even know they died.
I can't.
When'd she die?
Just say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. I don't know when people die. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, I would have to. I know the hypocrisy, but I would have to give her a pass. I'm sorry. I'll die on this hill. I love Tina Marie. Love her.
You are officially dead on that hill because that is the most hypocritical shit ever.
No, Tina Marie, yes. Tina Marie didn't exploit nobody. Yep. She just did her thing.
She did Black music that a Black woman could have sung all those songs that had a bigger hit than her. What about the Bee Gees? The Bee Gees did nothing but Black music.
No, they did more than Black music. They were a big part of disco. They did so much other music.
Disco was Black music.
Girl, they did not only do Black music. They didn't do R&B. All of their music was not crossover. They did a whole bunch of I love the Bee Gees now. Don't get me started on
what about George what's his name? On my own. Why did it end this way?
Sing that
This
song.
wasn't how it was supposed to
Michael
be.
McDonald.
Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
I wish that we could do it all again.
No.
So many promises
No.
never could be spoken.
Yeah. Tina Marie didn't cross over. She was already in the neighborhood. Yeah, see, that's the thing. She wasn't over the place. She was there from the beginning, true to the Black community. That's where she fit. That's
How
where
about Lisa Stansfield?
No. No awards.
All
Well,
her music was, she didn't cross over.
she was absolutely crossover. All her music was not R&B music. It was not.
I
Girl.
never heard her until she started singing black music. I never heard of any other music she did but black music.
That doesn't mean that she never had music before then. Just
No
like
hit.
Easton. Most Black people didn't hear about her until she did that.
She don't count. No, Sheena Easton was a rock artist.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
A lot of people, Black people, didn't know her until she did that duet with Prince. But before then, like the Morning Train and shit.
Yeah, that was very pop.
I wake up every morning, stretching out of bed. I listen to diverse music. Yeah, I mean, I love these artists that we're talking about, but it doesn't mean that they should be honored at the beginning.
Except Tina Marie.
Except Tina Marie, I'm sorry.
Which is completely not fair. Tina Marie and this man, they both are in the black music business.
No, Clive has so many artists outside of the black music genre, whether it's R&B, rap. I don't know if he has rap artists, but he had
rap artists. Run DMC.
Well, he did artists across the spectrum. He did so many different. Tina Marie was R&B from day one until the day she died. She never.
This is a very convoluted argument to get Tina Marie in here, to get Tina into the cookout. You are really stretching.
I was sneaker in. She's the only person.
She said it's the hypocrisy. I don't give a damn.
But she feels like she was not trying to exploit our culture in any kind of way. She just seemed like she was just down with us from day one. I think she probably grew up in a black community. She's been riding with us for a long time. She probably ate, I don't know where she grew up, spaghetti and fried fish.
She had hot sauce in her purse.
I'm sure she did. I love Tina Marie. No. Her, she can come be honored. She deserved the whole thing. They may have done it at the BET Awards. I hope they did.
Well, we will see if you guys are going to watch if you're going to watch the BET Awards. We will find out on the next episode of Read This, Read That, whether Clive Davis made it or if he just got a he did. We'll see if he just gets a him dead.
Meow.
Like a drive-by. Blink and you miss it.
Be sure to like and subscribe and do all the things and show some love here, not only on YouTube, but our Facebook family. We're so glad that you are here on this journey with us. Finally.
Hi, Facebook.
Hi, so be sure and follow us on Facebook. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of the show. We had your comments here, which we can see as well. And then head over on YouTube and subscribe there, you Facebook family. Head over to YouTube and hit that join button and maybe join up for one of our memberships, but definitely subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, please. That really makes a difference. That like button.
It does.
I didn't realize that. That's a big
algorithm. Yeah, you got to train the algorithm. And the other way you can train the algorithm, and now that we are live, because when we first did this, we used to record this, and then now we are live. So if you want to make sure you never miss a live, I love it when people jump into the comments and say, "Oh my God, I'm so glad I caught a live." Yeah. Here's how you can make sure you never miss a live. Hit the little notification bell. If you are on YouTube, hit the little bell thingy. And when the bell thing comes up, hit all. Just tick all. Then anytime we go live, including if we do like a breaking live or something that's not in our normal time period, you will always see the live. So hit the notification bell, hit all, make sure that you help train your algorithm, because the algorithm is actually trained by you. So if you hit like and you hit subscribe and you hit the notification, you start to train your algorithm to feed you more Read This, Read That, which is what you want. You got to have that. And in addition to that, while you're training your algorithm, make sure that on all of your social media, you are following this lady, Jackie Reed, who's on one of the two sides of me. Camille never tells us. It's always a mystery. But Jackie can be found in multiple places. Here's one place you can find her. Vegan Sexy Cool joyread.com. That is where you can get all the great recipes, all the great ideas, so that you can become vegan and sexy and cool all at the same time, because why be one when you can be all three? You also want to get to the Jackie Reed Experience. This is the great journalist, Jackie Reed, veteran journalist, giving you all the stories, all the things you need to know about what's happening in the real news world. And she's going to make sure that you are right and you are not getting disinfo or misinformation. You want to do that. And then, of course, there's Jackie's weekly wellness guide, because Jackie wants to keep you healthy. I was going to say healthy, wealthy, and wild, but don't ask that lady for no money. She ain't sending you no money. But she will give you tips on what to eat that's going to be healthy and that's going to keep your body in perfect shape and condition.
Isn't that more valuable anyway than money advice?
No, but you still want it.
And while you are at it, you guys, follow this lady. She makes it simple, one-stop shopping. Go to the Joy Reid Show. No, joyannereed.com, and it will take you to the Joy Reid Show on YouTube, Substack, Twitch. I think she's on Twitch. Definitely on Facebook, her favorite platform, Instagram, all the things. Go to joyread.com, and it'll take you everywhere you need to go to find all the amazing things that Joyanne is up to. And if you all watched her channel this weekend, she definitely had the opening for the Obama library, so you can go back and watch that recording on her channel. If you're gonna watch it, why not just watch it there?
Watch it again. And we also did isolate the Michelle Obama and Barack Obama speeches. So if you go to the joyreadshow.com, you can just watch those speeches straight through, which is really fun to do. So you can just see them all. So yes, please subscribe to all our things. We thank you all for your support. We could not do this without all of you guys and all of your support, especially our members. Big up to everyone who's in the Book Babes, our editorial board, all of our fans and friends at we call you the cousin family, the cousin nation. We appreciate y'all. And the logos are coming, as is the merch.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It is coming. Right, editorial board?
Yes. The editorial board knows, because they're spatial. They get to find that stuff before everybody else. If you want to be one of them, just go ahead and join.
And y'all, I don't know why y'all running out of here, because you know who is not ready.
He lemon late, y'all. And also he's traveling the world. Like, he's in a different time zone right now.
He's in Cannes, France, at the film festival, doing his thing,
living his whole best life now. So y'all, don't worry, y'all. We're not gonna make you late, Lemon. All the Lemon Nation be acting like we keeping them late. We're not the ones who are making it late. No, we're gonna text Don. We text him on WhatsApp or something, because he's not even in our time zone.
He's lemon late for sure. I know. Over from France.
We love Don.
Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Ciao. Ciao.